So what do you think it is, Doc?
They interviewed the family this morning. They said she's always on that cell phone of hers. You know, it was found right next to her body at the scene.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Being that she's always on that cell phone, and the fact that we couldn't find any external injuries on her body, people think she might have had cancer.
You mean you think she got cancer from her phone? We should probably tell the press. Hello, my name is Pete Robinson, and I'm here to interview you to gain some insight about the incident, if you saw anything else. It is my duty to ask you questions, to interview you, and that's basically it. But I just want to let you know, don't worry about the camera. That will be stored in a box of other files and will not be released to anybody else. If you have anything else to let me know, and then we'll begin. Okay, first off, how did you find Mrs. Webster's body? Which one of you discovered her, and at what time?
I found my mom at around 1:30 in the morning. I was going into her room to ask her if she remembered to take out the garbage. When I walked in, I immediately screamed, and that's when my dad ran in. He told me to go call the police. They arrived around 2.
I see. What room did you find her in?
She was in her bedroom.
Mr. Webster, you were in the bedroom with her. I was sleeping on the couch. We had gone to a fight that night. Interesting. Okay, anyway, did you notice anything weird about Miriam before she died?
Nothing really. Just that she was extremely addicted to that cell phone of hers. My dad bought it for her as a birthday present about a month ago. It was her first smartphone, and she got hooked to it.
How often did she use it?
Oh, so much. At least 6 hours a day.
Hey girl, what's up?
Nothing. Did you see the news?
You think I watched the news?
Just turn on Channel 5. Hello, and welcome to Channel 5 News. Today, on December 12th, 2013, we have some breaking news coming in for you all. This just in. A 60-year-old woman, Miriam Webster of Woodbridge, New Jersey, was found dead in her home 2 days ago, December 10th, at about 2 a.m. By the time emergency forces arrived on the scene, Miriam was already dead. The strange part about this mysterious death, the woman had no external injuries to her body. All that was found on her at her death, her cell phone, lying right on her side. As of right now, the experts working on the case are speculating that cancer may have been the cause of the woman's strange and untimely death. Continuing with that, experts believe that Miriam's alleged excessive cell phone use may have caused her to develop this cancer. The experts are claiming that radio wave radiation from Miriam's cell phone is probably what gave her the cancer. I wonder what kind of cell phone it was that killed her. Back to you, Jeff.
I wonder what phone she had. Steve Jobs must have not really known what he was doing.
Dude, forget about that. These people actually believe that radio wave radiation from that lady's cell phone killed her. And the even crazier part is that she's from our town. You think people will actually buy that load of barnacles?
I see what you mean now. Sorry I'm a little off today. Of Mice just released a new single.
I really hope you're right, man. Anyways, I gotta go. Big physics test tomorrow that I gotta study for.
Aight, peace, girl.
See you in bio. This just in. There's a huge boycott all over Woodbridge. Consumers all over the town are refusing to buy microwaves, wireless technology, security systems, and smoke detectors. People are in a huge state of panic due to concerns about power lines giving off radiation. In fact, radiation seems to be the only thing people are concerned about ever since Miriam Webster died last week. Everyone is taking proper precautions to ensure they are protecting themselves to the best of their abilities. How far will this go? Well, people have already begun picketing local stores. A protest is scheduled to be held a week from today at a local town park on Willery Street. The protest will be against radiation. When will it end? When will it end? Back to you, Bill. Oh my god, people are actually buying it. What experts would have said that anyways? We're high school students, and even we know the truth.
I feel you, girl. That must be a pretty common misconception.
Chaz, that's it.
Huh?
Our misconception project for bio. We can do it on this. The misconception is that radio wave radiation causes cancer. We can go to the protest and speak to all the people. We'll tell them the truth about radiation and end all the madness in Woodbridge. We can record it all and use it for our project. We'd be helping out a lot of people too.
Damn, Liz, I'm feeling that.
We'll need to make sure all of our facts are perfected, so we'll have to do some serious research.
We could record that part too.
You're right.
Let's get started. We only have a week.
Let's start now.
Every time you cry, I try to hide it, but a piece of me dies.
Okay, I think we're ready.
We definitely are. We've been researching for 6 days straight.
You're right. Let's go. I can't believe how many people showed up,
You're right. This is a huge crowd. We're up next. You ready?
I think.
How'd you get them to let us speak here anyway? Isn't this about things against radiation?
I told them we were giving a speech on anti-teen cell phone use.
And now for Alyssa and Chaz.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome everyone. We are here to set the record straight for all of you. The type of radiation that you're all worried about cannot cause cancer. Radiation exists across the spectrum from very high frequency to very low frequency, and very high energy to very low energy. This can be referred to as the electromagnetic spectrum. From the highest to lowest energy, the main types are gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible light, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves, and extremely low frequency radiation.
There are two main types of radiation, non-ionizing and ionizing.
Ionizing radiation is made up of high energy waves. In the end, this type of radiation can get into the cells and chemically change the way they work. Ionizing radiation, once inside a cell, can alter the cell's DNA. The cells built into instructions of how to live and grow are now altered, and the cell can change. Ionizing radiation also has enough energy to remove tightly bound electrons from an atom, causing it to become charged or ionized. Radioactive materials, or those that can contain unstable nuclei, occur naturally and emit ionizing radiation in a process known as radioactive decay. Large exposures to ionizing radiation can cause burns, radiation sickness, and cancer. Types of cancer linked to ionizing radiation include lung cancer, skin cancer, thyroid cancer, multiple myeloma, breast cancer, and stomach cancer. However, minimal exposure to this type of radiation will not be harmful. Ionizing radiation is present in nature, in soil, gases, and cosmic rays from the solar system.
Ionizing radiation is used in medicine. This includes diagnostic radiology, like X-rays and CT scans, nuclear medicine, and radiotherapy.
Non-medical ionizing radiation includes radiation from nuclear plants and nuclear weapons.
The second type of radiation is non-ionizing radiation, which has enough energy to move things around inside a cell, but not enough to change it chemically. Examples include electromagnetic fields, power lines, radio waves, which are a type of wave that cell phones use, and radiation given off from household electrical appliances, heaters, mobile phones with or without headsets, and computers.
Non-ionizing radiation has enough power to heat things, but not enough to make them radioactive.
To ease everyone's concerns even more, the state of New Jersey has set up radiation limits for products that use non-ionizing radiation. These limits are applicable to power lines, cell phone towers, cell phones, mercury vapor lamps, tanning beds, microwave ovens, laser pointers, medical use of non-ionizing radiation, and occupational exposure to RF and microwaves.
One final thing, radiation can actually be helpful. Radiation therapy uses high-energy particles, or waves, to destroy or damage cancer cells. It is one of the most common treatments for cancer. During radiation therapy, ionizing radiation is directed at the cancer, killing the cells. The radiation attacks the DNA inside the cancer cells, which keeps them from growing, dividing, and spreading. There are even specialized individuals to administer the radiation therapy, including radiation doctors, nurses, physicists, and technologists. As mentioned earlier, radiation is also key in many medical things, including X-rays. So, if you want to continue boycotting everything that uses radiation because you think you'll get cancer, you might want to rethink all of it.
That's right. So what do you guys think? Oh my God, they're starting to throw stuff at us. Run! That was horrible. Even after all that, no one believed us.
I guess the fate of Uber just doomed.
We need to talk to you guys. Who are you guys?
I'm the detective and she's the doctor. You mean you're the experts who release this to the press? Thanks a lot.
No, it wasn't us. We've been framed. Listen.
So what do you think it is, Doc?
They interviewed the family this morning. They said she's always on that cell phone of hers. You know, it was found right next to her body at the scene.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Being that she's always on that cell phone, and the fact that we couldn't find any external injuries on her body, people think she might have had cancer.
You mean you think she got cancer from her phone? We should probably tell the press.
No, don't tell the press anything. I said the people believe she has cancer. That doesn't mean I believe it. I've studied for many years, sir, well enough to know that radio wave radiation cannot cause cancer. Think about it. How many things use micro and radio waves? We'd all be dead. As far as what the actual cause is, we won't know until the test results come in.
Well, when will that be?
They're scheduled to come in December 20th.
We'll just have to keep quiet until then.
Well, if you didn't tell this lie to the press, then who did?
We don't know. Wait, tomorrow's the 19th. The test results come out tomorrow. We have to tell everyone now. Come on, Liz. Listen here, everyone. The test results are coming tomorrow about how Mrs. Webster really died. If you want to know the truth, see the news tomorrow, and then you'll know.
This just in, folks. Breaking news. The test results of Miriam Webster's death have come in, and she did not have cancer after all. In fact, the results showed that her husband, John Webster, poisoned her on the night of her death. Her death had nothing to do with radiation from her cell phone after all, so you're all safe. Here's an exclusive clip of Mr. Webster's confession earlier this morning.
Yes, I've been caught, and yes, I did do it. Oh, and that's not all I'm guilty of. I'll also admit that I paid the press to release multiple reports claiming that experts said that she had cancer. However, I didn't expect anyone to believe that. Come on, how gullible are you people?
Mr. Webster is looking at 30 years in prison. Alright, folks, that's all for now. Tune back in tonight at 11 for a headlining story about Fluffy the Bunny getting rescued from the inside of a drainage pipe. Ah, what a little rascal. Back to you, Dave. Hey everyone, I hope you really enjoyed our little performance. Now, to wrap this presentation up, we're going to quickly recap everything that was covered throughout the film.
So basically, although our information was presented to you in a film type of way, the scenario was real in that the way the misconception was portrayed and the effects that it would have on society as a whole.
Our misconception was that non-ionizing radiation can cause cancer.
As you saw in the video, this is a pretty common misconception. This video was an over-exaggerated version of the effect this misconception has on the public. Now that people are beginning to use cell phones more often, concern is arising about the effect that it has on these people. If these concerns continue, people will continuously think twice before buying electronics and other appliances that use these microwave radiations. That would have an extreme influence on the companies that sell them, and this is why it's crucial to correct this misconception.
You heard from the speech in the video why the misconception is not true. Obviously, the example we used involved cell phones. However, as you heard, many other things give off non-ionizing radiation. You also heard that some radiation can actually help cure cancer.
Proof of our misconception is that there is no proof through scientific study that there is any linkage between non-ionizing radiation and cancer. Multiple studies have been done by cancer research foundations, and none have returned linkage between the two. If non-ionizing radiation did cause cancer, we would all probably develop it at some point in our lives due to all the types of that radiation around us, as you can see.
Well, that's all. We hope you liked our presentation.